Hello and welcome to Bitsbox World, Builds Made Easy. Hi, I'm Tom and I want to look with you today at Combat Patrol Issue 3. So this comes from the Hachette Partworks subscription, and I've got my Issue 3 that I'm going to be looking at today, which is some Infernus Marines, which is really cool. I really like that, and I've enjoyed making some NIDs and building up that Combat Patrol, but it's great to be able to get back to some Space Marines. They were my first love when I got into Warhammer 40,000. So with this edition then, you get some data cards for your models. They're really nice, just you can push them out of that there. And then you also get some awesome infestation markers as well. So these fit on the battle mat that I got with a couple of editions ago, and yeah, really look quite nice. They're large and small infestations, and the Infernus Marines with their flamethrowers will enjoy hunting those out and getting rid of them in the battle. But these data sheets as well, you also get a prelude to some that are coming in the future. So we're getting all of the data sheets, all of the materials ready to be able to start playing games of Warhammer 40,000. So let's have a look at the magazine then. Within the magazine, you get the how to build right at the beginning. This is the standard format of these editions, really helpful. These are models that can be push fitted together, but you can also glue them as well, and they do come in their specific poses. So unless you want to start cutting things up and making some conversions, they will fit in a certain way. There's some information about the Imperium as well, if you're into the lore and loving reading some of the information about how a Space Marine army is set up, or even a Tyrannid army. So Space Marines are split into companies, essentially, from the 10th company, which is like your new recruits, all the way to 1st company, which are the most elite of the Space Marines, those battle-hardened veterans that have been fighting for a millennium. But the Infernus Warriors, then the Infernus Squad, there's some information there, a data sheet about them, and then also their skills, and then also the naming convention as well. If you want to name your characters, gives you a nice little chart there, how to do it. And then moving on, in the magazine as well, you've got some scenarios. So you're able to do some missions and really practice getting up to speed, learning how to play Warhammer 40,000. So this edition, this Partworks, from Hachette Partworks, this Combat Patrol series and subscription service really teaches you the game if you are new to Warhammer. But I've learned a couple of things as well along the way, just reading things, how things are done. So that's been super helpful. And then there we go, that's all the Combat Patrols that I'm going to get by the end of getting all these editions. So loving this subscription. Is it worth it though? Is it worth it? So this subscription was $9.99 per magazine. So how much is an Infernus Squad if you were to buy that straight up on its own? Well, the Infernus Squad box comes with 10 Infernus Marines, one being a Sergeant model, and that costs £37 from Warhammer. So this coming up at $9.99 for 5 guys is a pretty good saving on that. You obviously get the Sergeant model with that one as well, so you're getting 4 standard guys and a Sergeant Infernus model. So really nice. Let's have a go at building these up then. I've got all my tools together, and I'm going to build these guys. Really handy with the how to build guides in the magazine. Shows you what you need to do, and then on the sprues they do number them so you know which parts to clip out for each Marine. I use just a knife here to take off any flash This I've had for about 30 years, this penknife, so it's really blunt but works really well. You can get a mold line remover as well if you want to. And with these models, they are push fit, so you get these little holes, indentations, but I am going to glue them together as well, just with a bit of plastic glue. Makes me feel like they're going to hold together better, but they can just push together. That is absolutely reasonable. So whilst I'm building up those guys, let's have a bit of a chat about the Infernus squad then. Infernus Marines are masters of close quarters combat. They just want to get in on the enemy and unleash fire upon them. Their duty is to utterly purge the enemy with jets of searing flame. Infernus Marines are valued highly by Space Marine captains in the cramped corridors of starships and against the vast swarms of the Tyranids. So these guys love going up against Tyranids. They love to be in a spaceship fight if that's being overrun by Tyranids, but they're very good in corridors and anywhere that is sort of defending just the buildings of the Imperium or the warships of the Imperium. So yeah, they're really handy to have. Obviously, if you're in a big open fight, they're less likely to do any good damage. They'll probably be destroyed before they get there, but if you're in a starship corridor fight, they're going to be invaluable with taking out your enemies. So an Infernus Marine has been dispatched to burn his way to the heart of a Tyranid swarm. This is the scenario that you'll be getting involved in this edition. They're going to rescue his commander from these Tyranids. However, he has run into a Tyranid trap, an infestation of Tyranid tendrils that spew vile spores into the air. Will he be able to purge the Tyranids, or will he perish? The Infernus squad are definitely suited to this task, and they've got some cool stats and some cool rules for them to be aware of. So the Infernus squad, they've got a movement of 6 inches, their toughness 4 with an armor save of 3+, 2 wounds, and leadership 6+. So pretty hardy. They have a bolt pistol, and they also have their flamethrower as well. The flamethrower has the ignores cover rule, so anything hiding in cover they're still going to get, and it's also got the torrent special rule as well. They also come with a close combat weapon if they do get into a hand-to-hand fight. But I wanted to just highlight torrent because that is awesome. Weapons with torrent in their profile are known as torrent weapons. Each time an attack is made with such a weapon, the attack automatically hits the target. And that makes sense, doesn't it, with massive amounts of fire. But these guys built them up. Really looking forward to getting them painted at some point and getting this combat patrol ready. But at the moment, I'm just enjoying each edition that comes and building up those combat patrols. The Space Marines are coming along nicely. They've got their captain there in Terminator armor. And then we've got the Tyranids that I previously built as well. So in a few editions, so this is edition 3, we are well on our way to having the 2 combat patrols for Tyranids and Space Marines. But loads more to come in these editions, really liking them, and I will share that with you in a future video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again. Thanks for watching Bitsbox World, builds made easy.